Apoya tek tutorial ki kano kena meti watching white following where QFM TV nyo QFM live nyawlo ni motorona alpi QFM ati kan karachel kede honorable junior Okot Bitek a man MP me amolatar kyoga by the way aen tie dilek me Apac Boma ground en binumi wangeyo pala jodu wandu chungo nga me honorable junior Okot Bitek obedo in terms of sport neno ka fu fadram tie nutie karachel kede jo ka team the Red Devil nyutia turonyo Devil tia turo nuente ku nan right now man be post primary honorable Bitek da dokti kane ko come but honorable winyi tem ko boni na yere ko dilo joma mo tar ngey to twali sport ke jak kon ke mia ko ngati tidi ginora kwa ho yin sport kita me cha ho gwe ko dila den kanyo retire yo ko nyote wa ko dilo ningo
of course soccer is something that I had to balance with the academics. I remember when I was at Interview College, I was their star player. Of course, I was a rough person, deep six, and I could really have a very good midfield, well packed when I am in the park. Until about when I was getting done with all level, my parents had to debate between academics and then soccer. They had to take me to Gombe SS. That would limit my frequent move from Interview College to moving to the city center to play for Kampala Kids League, which I used to play. So, but the talent kept being there. While in Molatar, I used to play for Alemere United for all that time. When I became more of a man, it was more prestigious to play rugby at the university. So I graduated from rugby to football. I mean, from football to rugby rather. And I played for Impis for quite some time. Then in the later days of my life, when I was engaged both in politics and then legal practice, what I used to do, I never used to go to the gym to cut weight. I used to play soccer to remain fit, and indeed I was really very, very fit. I remember the last time I played competitive soccer was 3 days to my gunshot injuries. I played soccer, I scored from the midfield, and the keeper wasn't alert, and I gave a shot from outside, actually half a field, and it still remains a vivid memory in the minds of those who play soccer in Amolata. So that's my history of soccer.
Okay, honorable, karame yini gwe right now yini bedo MP. Pangoka kongwe yini available the captain amenweti dile.
Oh, of course. You see, preferably then those days of ours, leadership in the pitch, because deep six you're the link between the back four and the front, whatever front, whether you're playing a front three or front two or that. So you needed to have that leadership ability. They needed to trust you, that the front or the back four would trust you to give you the ball, and the front four would be at ease when they see you with the ball. They know you're going to put it exactly where one wants it. Yep. And you can tone the tempo of the game. So by doing that, they've watched in me. They gave me leadership of the club. I remember quite often, I was always team captain quite often. Yeah.
Okay, take the team ora molata. Ametia Tukaber, that is Devil. Pala your community unity behind that team.
Yes, I am a stakeholder and in fact a shareholder in the Red Devil, because the ISO, that was the life in Namasale, where the Red Devil comes from, is a peri-urban setting where most of these people, if I needed to rehabilitate some of those who probably not school going, but maybe they're fishermen and the rest, but they have talent, I needed to have something they can do. And then also, when I started supporting these festive matches, inter alia, the Uhuru Cup, the Easter Cup, the Christmas Cup, we would find that after that our players are redundant. So I needed something to occupy them until such cups are there. So I got a club and said, if you have talent, I'm going to source you from these festive cups. When I identify talent, I bring you. So indeed, we took a lot of people to the Red Devil. And the Red Devil, save for the limitations, because soccer is very expensive to fund, because we ever traveling to different places and the rest. But we have talents in there, and also quite often we are disturbed by these some so-called big teams. They come and take our players. Most of the talents they come and take at vegetable price, at the prices of anyanya. Yet these are real talent. They don't pay us well. They tell, in fact, they con these kids away from us. Yet we are still nurturing them. So that's they have even made me now to become a nursery bed. I bring the talent, they come and take them away. So I am trying to work out a hook to deal with them, those ones who are coming to pray from my team. Yeah.
Okay, now honorable team manager in Europe.
Oh, that name could not be the Red Devil if I wasn't a Man U supporter. I wrote the most from childhood. I played soccer. I had so much admiration for the great talents of the early 90s, the David Beckham, the Paul Scholes, the Ryan Giggs, the Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll talk about Ruud van Nistelrooy, talk about Carlos Tevez, the Babatov. So I could, every move I could watch, I would want to practice in real life. I wrote how many letters to Paul Scholes asking for, those days there was what we call, I think, friendship over, they call it, when you're getting friendship with internationals. I wrote a lot of letters to Paul Scholes just asking for his boots, because I needed the boots, but my letters were not replied, but I still remain loyal to Manchester United. But however, lately we don't appreciate the status quo, the state of event, but we know we can make a comeback.
Okay, who is your favorite player at Man United?
At the time, oh wow, I told you I'm a midfield player. I used to love Paul Scholes very much. His partnership with Roy Keane. My guy now is Kobe Maino. Maino has the brain, and he plays really so well. He's so composed, he controls the game. And given years, we shall see that guy become the world star.
And now you can celebrate. Okay, now, honorable, lastly, Magigi Polajokoboni Otina Meti Dognam. Marogini kachi correct kikanwenu pe marogini kwantu pe marogini asport total bartune no our team sametia yamolata the very stubborn this year post primary.
That was a myth, and that myth I have demystified. If there is anywhere that people are learned, you go to Amolata. Oh, of course, the fishing community is there, all right. But tell me, a person of my generation that is an advocate, is a member of parliament, articulate as I am, now who matches my breed? That means I am a recipe of what is in Amolata. I am a product of what is there. So why would I tell you that they either love it or they don't? It is what we call in a Latin maxim, res ipsa loquitur. The fact speaks for itself. When you see me, you see Amolata. So why would you? Many of myself are in Amolata. We have PhD holders, medical doctors, engineers. So Amolata, that myth kept us at bay for quite some time. But we have come, and we have arrived. We have arrived, and the whole of Lao is aware of lately the presence of Lao. There is no time, if you are a media practitioner, there is no time, it doesn't go beyond a month without you hearing something coming from Amolatar. Amolatar is now an epicenter of everything. So a place that is developing is like a factory factor ame yini winyo olengiti ya nyony petia ko ye do factor to lakini eno kakada do nyonji ko ya tek gini ngoni jo to kun eno ka nyonyo do tia bino amo water lola jail. So that is what is it amolata.
Okay, me agikido honorable. Yini better where you deal to rugby. Jokobi politics in sport dan. Pango ikarnya yini to ke supporting. Is there politics in sport?
Me, I use sports to mobilize politically. If you saw my grand arrival here, these supporters of mine, these they see me as one of their own. I mix with them so freely. That means wherever village they come from, in their respective constituencies, they will mobilize for the same. They will know that if we must stay doing the sports, our guy must be at the top. They will do. They will do. So, and that is why I've named one of my sons Socrates. Socrates was a Brazilian soccer player. Prior to Pele, he was one of the second greatest footballer in the history of Brazil. But he was a politician and elected in the Brazilian government. So he used soccer to influence.
Remember also George Weah?
Yes, George Weah, yes. He did that a lot. Yes. So because soccer gives you that popularity, and that popularity, when you use it, you can use it for mobilization. It's akin to, it's next to music. When you develop celebrity status, soccer, music, so, and you use that status that you've acquired to mobilize positively for the lives of the people. Yes.
Okay, now in our parliamentary group, even in parliament, members of parliament, I'm so but now, what about the parliamentary group in sport? Put on and who it is mora magwea. Yanyo, Rangadoro Kubino squad to Petiebo. Kado unique way you know deal. Is there a squad who Marame Winiramogan, the land parliamentary group?
No,
you are going to be a coach.
I would have loved to participate, but we are glad that we are still there. Soccer, you are getting a parliamentary group supporting, but soccer is also for persons in the 5th, 6th, 7th stairs. Soccer is played best at 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and at most 4th stairs. When you are in the 5th, 6th, 7th, you would not want to play soccer.
So you have corporate,
you get. It is incumbent upon you to mobilize and make sure that people of my generation in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th get to that parliament so that we can play soccer.
Okay, your last word about Wagmelan. Lube Karatiel ke the post primary metia temere ya molata ya patch. Maybe do you don't in sport elan loro you are a message about Wagmelan sport.
No, we yom kutwal me binotanungo. This game is being played in a very peaceful manner in Apac. The civility that soccer has now had. I remember Karawanatuhu soccer. There was a time I came to play for Komboni College against Lao College. The throwing of stones, no better tier. It was when it's post-primary. It is like World War. We would be seeing the deployment of police and soldiers here. But lately, I don't see that. So I am happy that there is civility that has come in, and if we wish we could continue orienting our people that this is a game, fair play, all, and then we support. We must allow our children to develop other talents. They might not all develop in the academia, but this is where some of them can find a way of living a life. Yeah, so as people of Lao, let's support soccer at all levels. At post-primary, pre-primary, post-secondary rather, pre-secondary, post-primary, and then FUFA drum, and then we have festival cups, so that we identify talent.
Après, Poetic total inameti watching wa QFM TV, QFM Live, monobedo Honorable Junior Okot Bitek. Entia metia na nudilo by the way. Team Sametia ya from Mana Monatar, entia bedekar me chwakone, ni cha me maruzitia me man yogo goli komgi yenu petia yo makade ki albedi. But kiti morken when you school worken ya from Apac and go la bear and celebrating a bear match. Nyanu be motoronal PQFM, mono be part 2 ke the Honorable Junior Okot Bitek.